Afternoon, VC. Alright, don't get worried. There's going to be no more cassettes this time. Just records. So, had a knock at the door here from the postman, and so I'm going to throw these records in, and I apologize if you were just watching. For some reason the video got taken down, so I'm doing it over. Don't ask me why. I don't think I had a sample in it, so YouTube is bizarro world at times. So let's jump in. Package from Permanent Records. 7-inch here, Matthew Shipp solo piano, Spinal Syntax 1 and 2. Recorded in 1995. And this has got locked grooves on it. This is interesting. On the Halana label. The cool photo of a barn on there, if you can see that. Got a really cool looking record. Got to meet Matthew Shipp here a few months back. Great free jazz pianist. Was an honor to meet the man. Great legendary player from New York City. Really cool, laid-back dude. Fantastic player. So I'm looking forward to spinning that. And then this one, this is a really cool, rare 7-inch from Manco. Daglar, and on the B-side is Cüneyt Orhan. So this is an original Turkish pressing on the Sahan label. I'll show you this label. Really cool. From the 70s. Can't remember the year on that. But of course, Barris Manco is some crazy, wild Turkish psych. That'll be fun. And then this also is in the package. Azimuth, their first offering. This is a reissue on the Far Out label from 2015. Originals on this are absolutely bonkers in price, something I will never have. So this reissue is nice to get in. Of course, Azimuth, dope, you know, keyboard-driven, synth-driven, freaking spaced-out, funky jams. This is going to be a groover. Staying in Brazil. This is an original on the Philips label, Marcos Recente and Index. On this MPBC, I guess, series of Philips. This is a textured cover, really, really cool cover. I don't have anything else like this. But this is Festa para Novo Rei, and the title track, which is track 5, is absolutely off the chain. Very dope. Marcos Recente, of course, at the helm here on the keys. His band behind him is absolutely fantastic. Some great guitar on this. The bass is killer. The drums. Some decent sax on here, not a lot, but these songs are a lot shorter than the recent release of their material, which is some longer jams, which I actually dig more. But there's a couple just absolute burners on this, and you can hear that this got sampled to death. I mean, there's moments on here, you know, you just think, oh, I've heard that before. But yeah, this is from back in the 70s, 1978, I think. It's interesting. This seller, I think, is new, and sent me an email and said, hey, did you get the record? Can you go on PayPal and release the funds? I actually was like, I probably shouldn't even respond to this idiot. But I went ahead and responded, and I was like, look, the money cleared my bank account weeks ago. And that's not how PayPal works at all. You might want to reach out to PayPal or your bank directly, you fucking retard. I left out the F-bomb, but my God. It's the reason I got off Discogs. Stuff like that. Speaking of morons, this another seller on Discogs before I eliminated my want list. I ordered Khalil Zabar's The Ritual Sacred Love, and he sent me the self-titled. Luckily, he made good and also sent Sacred Love on, so here it is. Beautiful stuff. Lester Boys on the trumpet, Malachi Favors on bass from Art Ensemble. Underrated player Raphael Garrett on the clarinet here, and percussion. Of course, Khalil Zabar on drums. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. What is it? Sound Aspects out of Germany label. Yeah, 1985 or 86. This record here is Alex's fault. This is Alvin Curran, Canti e Vetude del Giardino Magnetico, Songs and Views from the Magnetic Garden. Again, another just idiot seller. I ordered an original copy. It was listed as an original from the 70s. Italian copy. It was expensive. Luckily, they didn't just ship me this copy. They caught it before they did and said, hey, look, we're sorry, we listed this wrong, and we have an 81 reissue. So I ended up getting this for 80 bucks less than the original, because I agreed to take it, because I'm cool like that. I could have told them to shove it up their ass. But it's great stuff. But yeah, just beautiful music on this, electronic. Alex's fault, and also Dom. I've been, I think, talking about this artist lately. So there that is. Next we have, on the Palm label from France, Frank Lowe, The Other Side. And I got this because of Butch Morris on the cornet, who was a badass, underrated. Recorded by Jeff Gilson, who did a lot of work for the Palm label, 1976. I think this was released in 77. I'll show you the label on this. This was still in the original shrink, which I took off because it was nasty and dirty. This is I'll show you the Palm label, which is this, like this kind of orangish label. But yeah, that's a Free Jazz monster of a record. Right there, and I did get that from someone I know here in the States, so that was a much better experience. Got a VC favorite here, Cevucha on the Vanguard label, more Brazilian jams, and look at this dude. Yeah, sounds like the cover, man. Just this is a great record. Awesome guitar playing. There's some keyboard and accordion on here from him as well. Some freaking wild vocals on this. But just fantastic album. Very cool. This is an original U.S. copy. I forget what year, I forget the year on this. 73. Great year in music. This here coming up. Again, another heinous Discogs experience. Thankfully, I just eliminated the damn want list. I don't even want to deal with it anymore. Parson Sound. The 3 LP box. I ordered a copy of this months and months and months back. And, of course, I get an email. Yeah, we can't find it. What do you mean you can't find it? So I got my money back. And so it took me quite a while to find another copy at a reasonable price. This was cheap because it's got a couple of dings on the bottom of the box, and who cares about that? It looks just kind of from maybe sitting on a display that would have caused that. But really killer guitars on this. Really dig the guitar. Yeah, this is from back in the day, but this wasn't released until 2010. Great Psych from Sweden. Jonas originally showed that years ago, that I recall seeing, and then Dom showed it not too long ago. Next, this one I have to thank Kieran at Needle Groove for turning me onto this one. Kenny Barron, Sunset to Dawn on the Muse label. This is a second pressing, and thank you, Dom. Dom was kind enough to send this my way. From Angry Moms, Bins, Bob Cranshaw bass, Freddie Waits drums, to name a few on this. Some dope stuff from Kenny Barron on the piano and electric piano. Yeah, Sunset to Dawn. I had never seen this pop up anywhere in my travels, so that was a cool one to get. Next, this is one that Bill at the Vinylverse had recommended, and he was able to pick up a copy when he was down here in Charlotte at Tip Top. And this is the first copy I've run across since. It's Terry Riley in C. This is from Permanent. This is fantastic. Later copy on CBS Masterworks, I think is the label on this. I can't find the year, but it's a flimsy 70s press. But happy to have a nice copy, and it's in great shape though. That, I didn't have much Terry Riley. Next, also from Permanent, Fu Manchu, Godzilla's Eating Dust, my favorite record from them. Some good heavy stuff from out west, desert rock variety. 99 Man's Ruins Records original. This is killer stuff from Fu Manchu, you all know that. The next records I got from Alex because I'm putting his kids through college, or, you know, building up their college fund. Thank you very little. Hailu Murgia and the Walias. Techbilu, I don't know how you can say that, but Ethiopian instrumentals. Dope keys on this. This is the reissue from Awesome Tapes from Africa. Killer stuff. And then both volumes of the Ethiopian Quintet, which is Mulatu Estatke, who's a badass. So this is volume 1, Afro-Latin Soul. These were released on Strut out of the UK. Yeah, this was originally on the Worthy Records label. Out of Ethiopia. And, of course, volume 2. To go with volume 1. Thanks for getting those to me, Alex. Okay, last but not least, we hit up Noble Records today. We've had just the shittiest of weather here. And hell, he could have closed again today. I mean, the parking lot was ice bad. Cars were like sliding into spots. Seriously, like Josh showed up, Chris's buddy, coming in hot and about put it in the damn pole. And yeah, there's a guy out there pouring salt down in the parking lot so that people don't bust their ass. But yeah, pretty decent line out there in freaking 30-degree weather. I was kind of impressed. I ended up second in line. The Tunes from the Man Cave was there. Beetle Brad was there. There was a bunch of VC people in the house. Big jazz drop, but I wasn't there for the jazz per se. I did get 2 jazz records though. We'll show those. Just couldn't leave these behind. Lee Morgan, Tomcat on Blue Note. This is a 2006 issue, and I don't know what variety. Recorded by Rudy Van Gelder in '64, a lost recording that was one of the classic series. Hell of a lineup on this with Jackie McLean, Curtis Fuller, McCoy Tyner, Bob Cranshaw, and Art Blakey. So looking forward to spinning that. I've never heard that session. And then this record was very interesting, so I grabbed it. It was super cheap. Edward Vasella, Satu, free jazz album, 1977 ECM Records. This is a German original with the laminate cover. Thomas Stanko, the Polish trumpeter, is here. I believe he's from Poland on this, and so I've been getting into his stuff lately. So when I saw his name, I picked it up. Terry Ripdahl's on here, some great players, but I believe Mr. Vasella is the drummer. Looking forward to spinning this. Just got this in the door from Noble, and then I grabbed this. I have a copy on a different label, but it doesn't sound the best, so I decided to pick this one up as well. This is Jimi Hendrix live at the LA Forum from April 25th of 1970. Excuse Me While I Kiss the Sky. This is the double LP bootleg on Rubber Dubber, so I think this is going to be a higher quality pressing as far as, well, bootlegs go from back in the day, but, you know, OG boot, pretty cool. Supposed to be one of his best shows. And then last but not least, the reason I was there was to grab this bad boy. It's an original a Funkadelic Maggot Brain. I think this is from '71. This is the Unipack. And interesting enough, there are 2 copies in here. Now they're both VG minus at best. Not the best of shape, but so the price was fair, very fair on this. And yeah, and there's 2 copies in here, which is crazy. One is the first of the first presses with the Canadian LTD in the dead wax, and then there's also a Pittman pressing in here, also from 1971. I think somebody just asked me if there was a T in the dead wax, and there's not. That would be a Terry Hawk pressing from Indiana, but it's neither of them are that. So, but yeah, one of the greatest albums of all time. Some of the greatest guitar playing ever in the history of the instrument. I mean, this is, you know, Eddie Hazel is a sick individual, and this is one. Yeah, goes without saying. You all know this record. So yeah, that's everything. Hope everybody's doing well in this shit can weather. Peace.